Let me introduce you to yourself. You are alone, a solitary figure, connected joint and bone to no one but yourself. And this is the life you chose. Let me introduce you to yourself. You are cut off, separated. You ran into your isolation, and now there is no way back into the family from which you came. Let me introduce you to yourself. You are stained. You have sealed your isolated separation with guilt. Let me introduce you to yourself. You are under the shroud of slavery. In trying to own yourself, you became owned. Your master is your sin. You serve nothing but your own isolation and separation. This is your identity. This is who you are. But let me introduce you to who He is. He is God's special possession. There is no shroud of darkness on Him, yet He fell under the dark veil of death so that God might specially possess us. Let me introduce you to who He is. He is the holy nation. He is perfect and the fullness of God's kingdom. Yet, He left His kingdom of purity to take on our impurity. He tarnished His holiness by becoming sin for us. Let me introduce you to who He is. He is the royal priesthood. There was no distance between Himself and God, yet the royal one was struck for our separation. He took the blow for our absence. Let me introduce you to who He is. He is the chosen one. Before the foundations of the earth, He chose to stand alone to bring us to God. That is who He is. That is the identity of Jesus. But there is even more. So let me introduce you to who you are now. You are now the chosen people. No longer alone, you have been brought into a full and eternal family with God Himself as your Father and the Prince of Peace as your brother. Let me introduce you to who you are now. You are now the royal priesthood. You are the sons and daughters of the King who stand as a beacon of light to a separated world, that there is hope and there is access to the Father. Let me introduce you to who you are now. You are now the holy nation. You have been sprinkled with the blood of God's perfect Son, so that now all His goodness, all His righteousness, all His perfection is credited to you. Let me introduce you to who you are now. You are now God's special possession. You have been sealed for salvation. You have been protected with perseverance. He who bought you with His blood will never let you fall away, for He loves you and He owns you. This is who you were. This is who He is. This is who you are now. This is your identity.